Viewers, India's pride, Mohammad Shami is drawing flack from the Fatwa Lobby for keeping his nation first. The star pacer, who's been sweating it out in Dubai's sweltering heat to perform to the best of his ability for the team, is on the receiving end of ire of certain clerics. They are labeling the Indian bowler as a sinner. Why? Because he was seen taking a sip of juice or some other refreshener at the field during Ramadan, the month of fasting in the Islamic faith. The All India Muslim Jamaat President, Maulana Shahabuddin Barelvi, has branded India's pacer a sinner and a criminal because he didn't observe his fast during the match against Australia. We have Ranjit Bajaj joining us. He's the founder director of the Minerva Cricket Academy. Ranjit Bajaj, what a bizarre kind of excuse are we talking? We're talking about international sport at the highest levels. We're talking about a person who's representing India. And even his own family members have come out to say that, look here, within Islam also there are certain provisions when those who are traveling, etc., can keep their fast later. I mean, what kind of mindset are we talking about this day and age in the 21st century, and particularly for someone who's actually playing for the nation?
Ritanshu, good evening. Thank you so much for having me on this very Gaurav, so sorry man, I couldn't hear you.
Madhav.
So sorry, Madhav, so sorry. Sorry for the
It's okay, carry on.
Okay, so this is very important, Madhav, because this has just shown that we are still being divided on communal lines and not by what the people keep on saying by the same party. It's all over. He's the criminal. He's saying that Shami is the criminal. He's the criminal. Because as Maulana, he's not even read the Quran properly. Because the Quran clearly says that there are exceptions to the rule when this can be kept. So it's not against his religion, and he's not, the criminal is somebody propagating that total nonsense he's just come out of his mouth. In fact, he should go out of his way to praise him that even during the month, this holy month, he's going out of his way and representing his country, his motherland. And that just shows the kind of mentality we are dealing with and what Shami, the poor guy, has to go through.
Absolutely.
So, we keep on trolling him all the time with the whole country. But this is what he gets from his own Maulanas.
That's the whole point. Advocate Ahmed Fayaz is also joining us. Advocate Ahmed Fayaz, he's a person who has played such an important role in India winning the match, taking 3 wickets. And what are we doing? And just 2 days before the final, we're trying to stress him out by calling him a sinner. I mean, this does not get more bizarre than this. How can you come out and even back such kind of a thinking, sir?
No, here important is not that how important he is, whether he is a cricketer or any other celebrity. Important is that whether if he is a Muslim, whether he is within the code of the Islam or not. But here also, the so-called fatwa, I don't think there is a fatwa issued because it is not desirable. This is a personal, issue, and that too, it's with exception. Roza, of course, is obligatory, but with exception. So we cannot call him a criminal. Okay, he could be a sinner. That before Allah.
Why call him a sinner also? Will you call the Pakistan players sinners who are not keeping this fast? Will you call them sinners also?
We can't call him because we don't know whether he qualifies it or not. It's an exception. Roza is an exception. There are many exceptions.
So his family has come out to say that he is traveling, that there is an exception given to those who have to travel to other lands. Why not accept it? Why brand him as a sinner? And why are you doing that, Mr. Ahmed Fayaz, as a reasonably well-educated person? In this day and age, you are actually calling India's, pace spearhead as some kind of a sinner.
Absolutely. While traveling also, there's a concession. It's an exception. That's what I said. There are not many exceptions where we cannot, say that no, deliberately he has to do it. If someone does it deliberately, yes, there could be, he may be doing a sin, that is different. But he can't be called a criminal. Why are you
even calling him a sinner in the first place? Why are you sending out that message in the first place? Ranjit Bajaj, are you getting this logic?
No.
Ranjit Bajaj, let Ranjit come in now. Ranjit Bajaj.
Exactly, Madhav. This is the mentality I'm talking about. Even the people who agree don't agree. That means the great analyst you've got there is saying that he is a sinner. He may be not a criminal, but he's a sinner.
No,
oh my God, how's he a sinner? He's playing for his country.
No.
He's representing his heart. He's giving his blood for the country. So once again, so you mean to say that if the soldiers of our country who are Muslims, there's a war going on, you don't want them to be, you want them to be thirsty, you don't want them to be doing, if the war wakes up during Ramadan, that means they should not be eating food that day, they should not be thinking straight. How can you ask an international cricketer who we take hydration tests for? Sir, we take hydration tests. Please let me just tell you, hydration tests are meant for that their urine should be white as color. That means they should be having 14 liters of water every day. And you are telling him not to. Do you know that it results in immediate injuries, in hamstring pulls, in muscle pulls, in spasms? That means you are hurting our country. By asking him to actually keep a fast, you are hurting my country. Okay, and you are then also telling him, you are putting a doubt in my best bowler's mind that he's a sinner, he's a criminal.
No, you're not possibly understood. See what I said. No, what I said is that a Muslim is supposed to be. It's obligatory. But point is, it's all with exception. It could be exception for him also. I don't know what are his conditions, and we don't call him also sinner. I don't say that he's a sinner. I say not to perform as an adult deliberately. If somebody skips yes, he could be a sinner. But we don't say that Shami is a sinner. We don't know his condition.
So then condemn the cleric who said it. Condemn the cleric who said it then. If you don't agree with that, Ahmadiyaz, condemn the cleric outright. Tell him to take back his statement and apologize.
Yeah, he is not. It's not desirable what somebody has said. I don't know whether.
No, condemn him, sir. You're saying not desirable. Say that he's wrong.
Madhav, he is wrong. He can't give a football like this. He is wrong. I'm telling you openly. He can't do it.
Take back your statement also where you called him a sinner.
No. I say that in Islam, one who deliberately forgoes is called to be a sinner, but we don't know his condition. If he's traveling, if he's ailing.
You know
he's playing for India.
Yeah.
No, playing. I don't. You see, I said that there could be a sick man, there could be a traveler, there could be a woman.
Sir, he is not a sick man. He is a man playing for India. He is a man who has to be in his peak physical performance, as Ranjit just said. And there is nothing accidental. If he is doing it consciously, he is doing it as a sports person.
Madhav, I don't refer it to the Shami. I say in general, there are exceptions, and it could be an exception for him also. We don't. He's a traveler.
Sir, why is there still a doubt of food? There should be an exception. One should, in fact, come out and support Shami at this time, where he is playing for the country. He is not playing for any one club or any one particular state, even if he is. Why should there be such a problem is a big question. And Mr. Ahmadiyaz, your refusal to actually come in is actually a bit surprising today, but let's leave it there. Ranjit Bharat, Advocate Ahmadiyaz, we'll have to leave it there. And we certainly hope as a country, 1.4 billion Indians very firmly backing Mohd Shami, and we wish him all the best, even as the entire nation will be watching that Champions Trophy final on Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.